Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, Jeskai Spellslingers. So, with the new inclusion of Jace Reawakened from the Thunder Junction, I think this new Jeskai, or the old Jeskai deck, actually has new playability. Because the idea was that we're able to kind of combo a lot of spells, the small cast spells with Chandra, and if I can get Invasion of Archivos to flip, what am I trying to say here? I get to cast all these crazy cards for double value, or even sometimes triple value. At least that's the plan, right? This deck is good in that perspective. Let's talk about exactly how we want to get that done. So, in the early game, right, we got no 1-drops because it's a slower control style deck. On a 2-drop, however, we got 2 Soul Partition, 3 Deduce, 4 No More Lies, 2 Galvanic Iteration, and 4 Lightning Helix. So this deck definitely is going to be a little bit slower out the gate, but can have answers to our opponent's board. So Lightning Helix help us gain life so we don't die that quickly. Galvanic Iteration can copy Lightning Helix and we can get rid of 2 things and gain 4 life, or gain 6 life. That's a big swing, right? And No More Lies definitely counter most spells so that our opponent can't really tempo us out, at least in the early game. And Soul Partition can make one of their cards go away for a little while. And then when they come back out, it costs a lot, we can No More Lies it. Deduce is just a card draw. You don't want to do that early game unless you absolutely have to. But Deduce is a 2 mana, 1 card, 4 mana, 2 card kind of play, which is basically Memory Deluge, right? Then, of course, we go into the 3-drop, and you can see all 4 of our 3-drop are mana rocks. And it's like we're playing EDH here, and there's a reason why I put 4 mana rocks in this deck. Glittering Stockpile is a mana rock that can get bigger as the treasure grows. Honor Heirloom can exile a card from a player's graveyard if we need to do graveyard hate with just our mana rock. Staff of Completion help us proliferate our planeswalkers, but it's also a mana rock. And then of course Celestus is the good old mana rock that we can use in today's metagame because it gain us lives. So then how to get these mana rocks out is not to hardcast them. The trick is on our turn 4, we get to combine that with a Jace. The idea is that we want to play Jace and +1 to plot one of the mana rocks. At least hopefully we can do that. And then of course Jace, even though it's a turn 4 play, it's only 2 mana, so we can hold up a counterspell or removal along with plotting a mana rock. At least that's the plan. Other 4-drop plays are 4 Big Score to get more card draws, and then 4 Ill-Time Explosion to get more card draw, but also board wipe when we need to. In the 5-drop, we got 1 Invasion of Archivos to get all of the sideboard cards, and then 2 Quintorius Kand, so that whenever we are plotting a card with Jace, we get to deal damage with the plotted cards. And then of course we also deal damage with the Discover, deal damage if we Soul Partition our own cards, and then -6, and whenever we play a spell we get to deal damage with the spell we exiled as well. Very good card for this deck if we can get to the 5 mana drop. And then of course 1 6-mana dropping Chandra. Chandra is the ultimate win con of the deck. Copy all of our small spells, but very impactful small spells. Smell spells? Don't smell your spells. Alright, and then of course we also have, for a control deck, we're gonna have 25 lands. I forgot I cut a land because I have a lot of mana rocks. So we got 1 Eiganjo, 1 Otawara, 1 Plain, 1 Island. No mountains, you see that because even though we have a lot of red, right? The red comes from the dual color lands. We don't need the fast red in the early game. So we have 4 Quintorius Coast, 4 Deserted Beach, and just 1 Anchorage. We don't need that much man lands, although more Anchorage might be good. You might want to cut Quintorius Coast for Restless Anchorage. If you want to have 2, I would say that 2 is justifiable, maybe even 3. You can go to 3-2 or 2-3. That's both, acceptable. And then for the red blue lands, we have 4 Spirebluff Canal, 4 Stormcarved Coast, and then 2 Thundering Fall just to get a filtering land, the Surveil land, and then just 2 Inspiring Vantage for the Boros land. You don't need that many Boros lands because ultimately Lightning Helix doesn't come off that early unless we are fighting against Boros or any aggro decks, and if we do, we're probably going to lose those games anyways because they're very aggressive and we have to hope to get the Ill-Time Explosion on time, and those decks do not give us a lot of time. So a lot of things have to go right for this deck to beat the bestest deck in the current metagame, but every other game that we're playing, there's a lot of greedy control decks out there that are aiming to kill Boros. We can definitely target those control decks because of our sideboard. We got the unlimited cycling in Witness the Future and Devious Cover-Up. They will never mill us out. We also have 2 Alchemist Gambit because we can also take extra turns. There's 2 in the deck because these exiles themselves. So if we copy it with Chandra and Invasion, or the backside of Invasion, we still have to exile Alchemist Gambit, so that even if we take 3 extra turns, if we want to take 3 more, we got to get another Alchemist Gambit somehow. And we can't do that by using the Soul Partition on our own Invasion. Takes a while, but we'll get there. We also have 1 Sunfall, 1 Farewell, and 1 White Sun's Twilight. If we really needed to get rid of our opponent's board, we have these exile abilities on the side, or board wipe abilities on the side. That's the whole deck list. Now let's go into the games. Okay, well, our opponent's going to be tipsy. Well, okay, let's hope they're actually tipsy so we get a free win. Actually, no, let's hope they're not tipsy so that they don't take forever. Opponent goes first. We got a bunch of tap lands. I'm gonna keep anyways. I like keeping my hand. I'll always Jace opening hand. I feel like literally every game I played that I have Jace in there, I will get it opening hand and I'll cry a little bit. What am I gonna get? A Sea Chrome or yeah, a Stormcarved Coast. It's 4th land, huh? I do need a 4th land, so let's hold it. Let's hold to it. Probably just gonna get batted this turn. No, they're gonna grow. That's interesting play. I'm okay with them growing. Alright, that's all I'm gonna do. Let's see what you're gonna do. It doesn't seem like they have anything, right? So let's put that away. And now they have the nothing. Let's put a tap land out. I can Lightning Helix whatever they play. Oh man, they are so boned. Tenacious Underdog. I do want to counter that so it goes away forever. That's real good for me. And now I can Jace. And I'll have a Lightning Helix that I can use whenever I need to. That's real good. Not that Lightning Helix is that good to put aside because it's no longer instant anymore when it's plotted. But at the very least, right? It's an instant, well not instant, it's a whenever I want sorcery speed, 3 damage, 3 life with 0 cost. None of that too. I am just slinging my counter spells here left and right. Let's draw a card. Maybe I'll get a, well that's a dead card for sure. Alright, and then we will big score. I can big score on his turn. I don't need a big score right now. Field of Ruin. They're gonna Field of Ruin me or something? Alright, they can have that. I don't care about that at all. Pass 2 attackers. They have nothing. They have 1 mana play. I think it's a cut down. Alright, do we throw away our big score here? Or do I throw away the Lightning Helix? Helix is good, but big score will give me more cards. They pump it for no reason, because I have a Helix in my hand. Alright, more card draw. I got an Invasion of Archivals. I do want to play the Spirebluff, but does that mean that I discard the ill time to the big score? Let me draw a card first. That is a card I can toss. This way I get to play an untap land instead of a tap land. I can still ill-time Explosion. Maybe I'll discard a card. What do I have on my sideboard that I can actually get out? The Alchemist. Devious Cover-Up. That's not really that useful. Farewell's not really that useful. Oh, a lot of these cards are kind of nothing, huh? I'll just kill that. I will hold up 7 mana. I get to activate the ultimate on Jace next turn, which is literally nothing. Is he going to make me discard? Okay. I will discard this. To get more selections, that's 2 lands. Now I'll discard a land.
Drop it.
Do I discard a Thundering Falls? I have a lot of... They untap a Field of Ruin, huh? That's a little late for that. Let's see. What can I get off the sideboard here? A Devious Cover-Up that just gets discarded by Liliana. I can attack Liliana, but I don't get much out of it. Mono black means I won't get much out of it either way, so... Well, I think the Anchorage goes in for the attack. That's the default thing first.
Watch it.
Alright, let us plot. I'll plot this one. Do I throw out the invasion? I don't want to throw out the invasion, right? What can I actually get here? A land. Ah, those are dead cards. I can get 2 of these for this free spell. Do I get a land? Do I even have lands left? I feel like I should. I got the 1. Any instant sorcery card I can get for good here?
I'm tired of your secrets.
Lightning Helix isn't that good. I could use that to kill Liliana. That's kind of weak though. Weak sauce for sure. Alright, I don't want to draw. Cast a spell, copy it. I get to copy it, I get double that mana. Wait, whenever you cast a spell. Whenever you cast any spell? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Now, this is going to be a different story. Let's get 2 of these mana first. We're going to get a lot of treasure here. Now, we shall invade the Archivals. We can get 2 of these. Oh boy. Alright, let's see here. Let's get 1 from our graveyard. Library? Graveyard, sideboard. I have a Lightning Helix in my library, but I also want to get 1 from my graveyard, so maybe I just do that. These are all good cards, right? Now I'm kind of double thinking because I do want to Soul Partition on my own invasion, but the Lightning Helix can kill the Liliana just alright. Alright, I've convinced myself. Lightning Helix is good. Now the second invasion. And this one, I'm going to get the sideboard to get a Devious Cover-Up. Alright, this is as good time as any. This is doubles.
Sorry, I'm not interested in dying today.
Alright, Otawara can actually get back the invasion. It was invented before battles was a thing. Soaring, I mean, I think you saw that coming, right? Let's see, Soul Partition is real good. Big score, I guess. Ill-Time Explosion is real good. We'll just get another big score. No More Lies is not really that useful anymore. I have 1 big score. Don't I have another one? Oh, there it is. Alright, that's a land, so let's draw and discard.
I'll find what I need.
I'll tap. Why would it? Okay. Tap to add a red. Tap to add a red. There we go. Decline. No thank you here. And now I have 4 mana and a No More Lies. I think I'm good. 5 mana and a No More Lies. Right, the thing is, whatever he casts, I can try to counter it. This is not really damage. He will attack Jace. I guess that's his plan. Did he play a land this turn? He did not. So he's going to play this back out, even if I bounce it, right? So maybe it's better just to bounce Jace. There you go. You can have nothing. Alright. Do I want to draw this card? Ooh. Let's do this again. Another ill-timed explosion. I'm gonna draw 2 more cards. Decline. Decline. So, Spirebluff. Yeah, I need more mana, so I might as well play this right now. I can discard a Galvanic Iteration. And he needs to deal 2 damage to Jace with the attack. I don't think he can. So, yeah. I think we're good. That attack's gonna take a while to get through Jace. Ow. So do I throw away the Lightning Helix so that I can draw a bunch of cards? That's actually not too bad, right? I think I might just get there anyway, so let's Galvanic. There's a stick. I wonder what the stick is. I draw 4 cards and I create 4 treasures. 2, 4. There we go. And now we can do the Jace thing I actually want to do, which is to put these mana things to the side. And I can also Inspiring Vantage. Now, do I want Inspiring Vantage? Yeah, let's do it. I don't need the lens. I don't need the filtering because I got a lot of card draw. And I have enough counter spells. This is not going to kill Jace. So, these attacks are basically pointless. We'll let our opponent do their thing if they want to. Now I can oh, I should have attacked this one, honestly. I can Soul Partition Invasion to get me back part of my infinite combo, but I think I can wait. Yeah, I think I can wait. So what I'm gonna do right now, stash counter, free honor heirloom. He has 2 mana. I don't know what he's holding it up for. Let's see. I do want to play the Galvanic Iteration. Now my spell counts double, and I can ill-time explosion that double. How much lands do I have? Oh, how many cards do I have? 20? That's not a lot. Gotta discard 2 cards, decline. I don't have to discard 2 cards. More cards, also decline. Alright, now I can draw and discard a card. Or I can plot. Is there anything I want to plot though? I feel like there isn't. So maybe I'll draw, discard the Inspiring Vantage. I'll let him kill the... Oh, the Celestis is really good. I don't want him to have the Celestis, so no more. No more of your lies. Let's draw a card. I mean, I have so much card draw in this deck. It is insane. I can big score for... I mean, I put so many big scores back, right? I can toss a big score to draw 2 cards. Did I just toss Jace? There's another Soul Partition. That's another Jace. So what I want to do is stash counter, big score. I think I can toss this big score now, right? Or I can toss this Jace. He can't deal with artifacts. This is a long game. I'm not even sure where my win con is anymore. I think I was trying to take infinite turns. I think that was the original plan. I don't know if the plans changed, but honestly don't remember much of it. So let's draw and discard a card. I'm gonna card at 16. I'm gonna mill myself out.
Out.
Do I not have any creatures? Mishra's Foundry. And it's gone. Let's see here. I want to draw 2 cards first. Down to 12 cards. More counterspell, more card draw. This just feels dumb, but I'm gonna do it. And I think I could just sack the clue to draw a card. Use up the mana. I have. Oh, okay, that's real good. We'll go to my turn. Oh, okay, so that was my win con. The Quintorius with the win con. See, it takes. This game lasted so long that I forgot that I had win cons. So we'll GG our opponent out of the game first. We'll play this. We'll invasion, sideboard. Let's take the Alchemist Gambit. That's what I needed. Now I can sack this for 7, right? I can play this for 7. Yeah, there's no chance of them coming out of this, so GG. Alright, our opponent's going to be the Paulo Almeida Jr. I don't know, that's a long name. We're going to go first. No good cards to help us filter going first. Do you have Ill-Time Explosion? Maybe. It's probably another Boros deck though, so... That is the wrong land to drop, by the way. I don't know why I didn't drop the beach. Shut up. See, now I have no counterspell because I didn't drop the beach turn 1. I guess I would have thought about not dropping the Otawara anyways, because it's a good land to have. And if I get flooded, I might want to channel it. But still, the right play was to drop the Deserted Beach first. I don't know what deck they are. Orzhov. Orzhov Spirit Companion. Alright, I have no idea who they are. But I guess we'll just play it out. The Ill-Time Explosion is not a good card. It's a 4 mana draw 2. Okay, don't want that to happen. Do I 4 mana draw 2, or do I just draw and discard a card? Let's draw and discard a card. It tempos our opponent a little bit and makes him get wider on board. And if they do get wide on board, the Ill-Time Explosion will get them. Right, at least that's my plan. I could draw nothing and then die from there. Ah, Jace. Jace, Jace, Jace. Not even gonna attack Jace. Temporary lockdown. I mean, do I take that out? I get a Jace back if I take that out, right? So I gotta think about it. So I could cast it again next turn after I do the Ill-Time Explosion, or I just do the Ill-Time Explosion. I'll give him a card if I do that. This stops it from happening. Yeah, I'm not sure about this play. I'm gonna see if it plans out. If it pans out, because he does need to draw the right cards, and he might not draw it. So I want to draw 2 cards and decide what to discard. whether or not to kill the Spirited Companion. Yeah, I guess we'll do it. Stormcarved Coast, so I can drop an Anchorage. Dead card. Yeah, the thing about all of the loot abilities is that they're not actually card draw, so I don't get any advantage. Now, the advantage comes from if I potentially get to take another turn. Well, at least that's a tap land, which means he doesn't get anything out of it this turn. The lockdown is still not out for another turn. Okay. Another Spirited Companion. We're both playing a slow grind, but I think my slow grind is better than his slow grind. In a way. Because I could attack him with this. No time explosion, just to draw 2 cards. Decline. Farmhand. So he's also ramping. Guess his ramping is slightly better than my ramping, because my ramping are all treasures that will die to the temporary lockdown. And his thing, playing the temporary lockdown to his creature, doesn't do anything. Next turn I can draw a lot, right? So at least that's a plan. I have to toss my Lightning Helix in order to do that, but I think I'm okay with doing that. Yeah? You gonna play anything? You're just gonna let it go. Alright, just gonna let it go. Oh, that was scary. The auto tapper almost got me. I was like, the red! No, I need it for big score. But okay. Okay, still here. Draw 4 cards, get 4 treasure, and we'll get one heck of a turn. Assuming there's not 4 lands. 2 out of 4 is already lands. Okay, not all 4 lands. So at least we have that. Do we want an invasion of Arc? Okay, let's draw the Spirebluff Canal first. What can I do? None of these cards are that useful. The Devious Cover-Up just to have a counterspell seems to be kind of weak, right? I could get more card draws out of the deck, but it's not great. Maybe I'll just get a Devious Cover-Up to scare him. He sacks us to draw a card. Okay. I don't know what the plan of that is. Cyborg? Cover up. Maybe he thinks about using the temporary lockdown on me, which I'm not okay with if he wants to do that. Right, Sarah Paragon. I don't like that. So let's get that gone. Do we cover that up? No, there's no reason to. He tapped in such a way that he has no lands to play. So there goes the Paragon. Now he will attack me for a undisclosed amount of damage. So 2 mana can still kill my lands with like a go for the throw. And it means that I don't want to just turn the Anchorage live, right? Oh, it's tricky. That's for sure. We'll drop a land. And 13 is not 0. I'm still alive. This deck is full of card draw, so hopefully I can get there with all of the card draws that I do have. What can I get? I gotta say, all these Jace is not doing it for me.
The pieces are scattered, but each one.
Just 2 mana to loot a card. Okay, I can live with that.
It seems I must wait a little longer. What am I missing?
Do I want the ill-timed explosion right now? I don't want to discard 2 cards onto this weak-ass board. So maybe I don't do that. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I also don't want to counter his tiny place, so... Wandering Emperor. This doesn't deal damage to Emperors, does it? Each creature. Oh man, that feels bad. So I can't counter the Wandering Emperor.
Finally, I'm home.
I can't kill the Emperor like this.
Our swords will cross at him. May your blade strike true.
This is sorcery, right? Yeah, I cannot do it in response. Another Sarah Paragon, huh? Well, it's about time this happened. So I'm gonna need my counter spells. So probably the Ill-Time Explosion. No more lies. Ill-Time Explosion. And no more lies. If he attacks here, will he try to kill my Anchorage? I think he still might. Do I discard a card? Discard 2 cards? I think I'm going to decline on discarding 2 cards, right? These are good cards to have. I do want to drop the land. The Deduce is 2 cards on its own. This is getting scary. All the not card draws in the world is not helping me here. Taking 4 is a lot of damage, but you know, it's not the end of the world. I'm not dead. And he only has 7 mana, so he doesn't have that much. I think he's trying to time the temporary lockdown. Huh? You want to lock down your whole board here for nothing? All these 2 mana cards, right? That's what I put in the deck. Breach. Okay, can't let him have that. Obviously. Now he's tapped out. So, yeah, their Anchorage can turn live to do stuff. He still has a stick for some reason. I wonder what that stick is. Oh, it's just a swamp. Okay. Let me draw a card. Let me draw another card. Celestis, finally. That's something good, right? And then the Honor Heirloom. Okay, so now we got a lot of things going on that I wish I could have played 10 turns ago. I'm at 6. Almost dead. Do we turn the Anchorage live? I don't think I can afford it. Also, I don't really have that many things to attack the invasion with, right? Well, if I'm never going to turn the Anchorage live, I might as well do it now. That's a good card to have. I'll play the Celestus. And I will crack a mana to use the map. So get it to a 4/5. If he doesn't play any spells this turn, my Lightning Helix might be able to save me. Ambitious Farmhand, you can have that. Okay, he turns that live, which means that I have to kill something now. I'm at 7, then I take 3. I go down to pretty low here. Alright, what can I actually get to save me from this? Do I have any more Lightning Helix? I have one more, right? Oh boy. That's not good. Not good at all. I get this gain 1 life from this. Maybe I just do that. I cannot spin the Celestus twice this turn. So I have to pass turn. Ooh, the Galvanic Iteration. That's interesting. I might be able to use that with the big score, but I have to toss my No More Lies for that. So that's 1, 2, and at block 1, that's 3, 4, 5. So I guess I'll have to toss my No More Lies to see what I can get out of this. Can I get something not dumb? Like 4 lands. If I get 4 lands, I'm just gonna die. Oh, there's a Lightning Helix. So not completely dead is what you're telling me. Let's kill... I mean, if I kill the fortress, won't he just kill it in response? Kill his own fortress in response? I wondered though, right? Let me do it this way. Then why did I deal damage to the fortress? I panicked. That was a panic move. That I admit that. I have 22 cards left in the deck. Staff of Completion. Still going on to 6. Yeah, I should have just killed 2 of these creatures. Now he's just gonna kill my... He's just gonna kill my end creature when I turn it live. Can I draw a counterspell from this? Draw a card? I can draw a counterspell. There's at least that. Actually, no, let's toss this. So, this means that my Restless Anchorage may be useful. Maybe. Well, actually, I don't get to turn the Celestis because that's a spell, right? So if I cast Invasion on this side here, that's a spell. That means it's not gonna get me another Celestis trigger. Yikes. Alright. Staff? I haven't played a land this turn. Maybe I play a land this turn first. Jace. What can Jace do? Nothing. It'll give me a loot, but I mean I can just draw a card that way. I already played land. Glittering Stockpile gives me a red mana. Staff of Completion cannot give me any mana. What's the top card of my deck? A big score. Okay, I could use that for sure. Can I play it right now? Staff of Completion costs 3. To draw a card, I pay 4 life. I'll go down to 3, and I only have 3 more mana, which means I cannot do it. I do have no more lives to counter whatever he plays. And it is a double no more lives. Okay. I have a double no more lives. Counter your breach twice. Man, this is a game. Alright, what can I get from the big score? It needs to be something good. Let's tap this right now. Scar land, draw 4 cards. Of course. Ooh, a Chandra. Okay. Chandra's definitely gonna help me get there. If anything is gonna help me get there, right? So let's get her out there. Let's get her out there. 1 damage to each.
You have no idea who you're messing with. You're toast.
This guy is toast. I don't want that. Do I want to play this? That seems risky. Right? And if I'm going to use my treasure to play it, there's no really a point. Because I don't gain life on this. I could have spun the Celestis too. But I don't know if spinning the Celestis was that useful. Alright, Seal from Existence. Jeez, that's just the best card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I could force him to do it. Actually, no. That actually counters it. He's got 6 mana. I'll copy the spell. Counter your seal.
No.
Counter your seal. Aha! You didn't know I have a double copy, huh? Tap all your mana for nothing. Pass to attack. Nothing. You tapped out. My turn. What can I get? And Eiganjo's not great. I got 10 cards left. This is a scary board. So I'm gonna have to play to my outs somehow, right? Exile the top 5. Oh man, it's scary. I got no cards left. Oh, no cards left. So I until the end of your next turn I can play either. So I definitely want to Soul Partition a non-land permanent. That's gonna be the Invasion of Archivals. How good is that? I don't get any other counterspell if that happens. But I have to do it this turn, I think. Yeah. Do I copy this for something that I want to bounce? No, I think I want to bounce. Then I can play it again. Sideboard. Let's get my witness. Then I can play the witness for 3. Target player. I get 4 counter spells. Devious cover up. No more lies. And no more lies. Choose one, huh? Guess I'll choose the Deduce's 2 card draws. Alright, let me play a land here. I can tap this for 1 mana to Deduce. Oh, come on. There we go. Now we are somewhere. I mean, eventually we'll get there, but we did get rid of our Quintorius, which is what I wanted. That's scary, but that's... I'm not dead. Right? That's 3 damage. I go down to 2. If he attacks, I can block. Actually, I can just Eiganjo it. I have 6 cards left, which means I cannot use Chandra's plus 1 anymore, ever. And that feels real bad, but at least the Celestas might help me gain the life back. I take 2, I go down to 3. He's at 27, he's got 31 cards left. It's been 25 minutes into this game, and we're still grinding at it, because this is how we play the game. Alright, pass turn. Do we draw and discard here? I do have an island that I can draw and discard it, but let's think about that, huh? You know what? I'll do it. Never punished. Never punished. Alright, now we have Quintorius. Every time we cast a spell from exile. Right, yeah, then it's too late. We don't have any spell from exile. We got 4 cards left. Let us just plus. Red, white. Add a creature. Slowly we'll get there. Go from day to night. And it will decline. I don't want to draw any more cards, so this will be it. Can he see? He cannot see our devious cover up. He knows that we shuffled it back, but he doesn't know that it's in our hand. I guess his plan is just never play any spells. Lay down arms. Okay, we got 4 more turns. No place? He's gonna have to play spell at some point, right? So let's get the Anchorage life. Huh? You're gonna have to do something here. Even though I only have 3 cards left, it's 3 very important cards. It means I have not decked yet. He lets the damage go through. Okay. No, we're just going to damage. He might not let the damage go through. He did let the damage go through. Alright, that's a mistake. So now he's gonna have to take 2 to his face.
You're toast.
Take 2.
Knowledge and power.
We'll plus some more. I don't think I'm gonna discard anymore. Get lost, huh? Yeah, I don't want that to happen. This is second main phase, so that's devious cover up to get lost. Now I can get back all of my counter spells. Witness the future. No more lies. More mana is always good to exile his cards, and then Soul Partition pretty good. Let us decline those.
They won't know what hit 'em.
I said decline. I can't decline it. Oh, it just automatically does it. Okay, so now I have 7 cards in my library. I can draw them. Right? I can draw my Witness the Future and hopefully get a counterspell from this. That's the plan. Let's do it. No, I cannot draw that many. Decline. And then I can play the staff. Temporary lockdown on all of my treasures. Alright, time to use my treasures. So he's gonna lock down this and this, right? Nothing else. This is 5, this is 3. You got it. I can proliferate, untap, and proliferate again. It's 4 mana, huh? It's 3 life. Alright, let's do it. Can he deal 4 damage to me? I don't have to do it right now. Cancel, pass. Are you gonna do anything? Ambitious Farmhand. You're gonna have that. It's got 29 cards left, right? Oh boy. Okay. What's my plan anyways? So I can draw another card. Or I proliferate again. We'll go to my turn. Soul Partition. Alright. -6 means I can exile any number. So if I copy the... Wait, is that... you may play those cards this turn. That's not a lot. Any number. So I'm gonna exile Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix. Lightning Helix. Soul Partition. Does Soul Partition do anything? Maybe. Soul Partition. And then I'm gonna exile another land too, right? I want to exile a land that I can play. None of these are that good of a land. Where's my... No, none of these are fast lands. Let's just get a dual color land. Stormcarved Coast. Submit 5. I get 5 mana. Again, copied it 3 times. Okay, he's at 7. Alright, this is a crazy trick, but I can do it. 6 damage to you. Soul Partition to my Chandra.
Let's go out with a bang!
2. Alright, I was gonna say I could just recast the Chandra, but game anyways. That took long and hard, but hey, you know what? This grindy style play definitely works against any of the slower controller metagames. Welcome back, everyone. How did you like those games? Those games took the longest time out of my life. I can't believe that last game lasted almost 30 minutes. That was an insane drag because we are a very controlling deck. They're a very controlling deck. They're trying to breach us. Unfortunately for them, we countered every single one of their breach. That's the idea of this deck, right? Even though our only hard counter spell is right here in the Devious Cover-Up, and then we have some soft counter spell and No More Lies. We definitely can temple them out with just holding on to these No More Lies, or actually not temple. I guess it's just drag them out with holding on to these No More Lies, copying the No More Lies, and then copying again with the No More Lies. So they're gonna pay 9 for their spells. They're 7 mana drop. They have to pay 9. They don't have that. That's 16 lands. If they have 16 lands in play, we would have all of our lands. We probably have Infinite Cycle of the Devious Cover-Up at that point, right? So yeah, there's still probably some fine-tuning that can be done with this deck. As I play out throughout the day, I feel like some of these cards are a little bit less wary of aggro, especially big score. It's just when I'm fighting as aggro, big score is just kind of stranded in my hand. I don't have the time to play it. So it's a good card, but I'm not sure how to get around there. There is something around this deck. There's a lot of Spellslinger deck out there right now centered around Jace that is just low curve. I really want to get one that's high curve in with Chandra, with Invasion, and something that makes our opponent really just feel the grind, right? I want that kind of deck to work. I haven't really fleshed that out yet. Maybe it has something to do with just putting in these Witness the Future or Devious Cover-Up in a main deck. Somehow that might make it better. I'm not sure. But this is the version I currently run, and I really enjoy it. These are long games, but long games where every turn I'm on the edge of my seat, thinking, am I going to lose? Am I going to lose next turn? Are they going to attack me and kill me? And really, it's just, sometimes I panic. You saw in the last game where I panicked, and I had to Lightning Helix, but I still pull it out. That's what I like about this deck, right? There's a lot of thinking and there's a lot of misplays, but as you finish the game, you feel like you learned something about how to play Magic and about how this deck works. That's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.